fans.
That moves me on to the start of the season. Our first 2 games didn't really go to plan. I mean, I was in for a bit of a shock when we've turned up at Bowers and Pitsea.
Yeah.
To see Neil Harris coaching them.
Yeah.
The now Cambridge United manager. It was a bit of a crazy one.
Yeah, no, I'd heard a few whispers about that. So yeah, that was interesting, and just as animated on the sidelines as he would be for a Cambridge game. So no, that's what he is. He wants to win every single game of football.
It's good to see things like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's great. But no, it was, in terms of that game itself, it was a disappointing one for us, really.
I think I remember 1 own goal.
Yeah,
and we conceded very early on in that game. I think we were in the first 5 minutes.
We had the goals we conceded were poor ones, and they were disappointing ones. Yeah, it was a rusty first half performance. Yeah, it let us down really in terms of we had an uphill battle. I think we got 3 late goals in the last 10 minutes to pull it back to 4-3. I believe if we had had another 5 minutes, I reckon we'd have got another one, just with the way the momentum of the game was going. But we left ourselves too much for a challenge to get back into that one.
And then after that, we moved on to the scorcher of Haringey.
Yes.
And it was, not only was it extremely hot, it was a very disappointing result.
Yes, no, it was, and it was one that we just never turned up to. It was a disappointing one, especially after the first week. It was a disappointing one. It was a boiling hot day to forget that one.
Yeah, so that moved us across to mid-September.
Yeah.
Saw us play our first home game.
Yes.
For me, it was first experience of experiencing a game at home in the daylight. It didn't disappoint. It was nice to welcome back Grant, but it was nice to score 8 goals. It was nice. It was a bit of an uplift for everyone.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. It was nice, especially first home game of the season, to put on a good performance. It was one of those, unfortunately for Grant and Kings Lynn, that everything we done just kind of clicked. We was very good. We scored some very good goals. So yeah, no, that was a nice one. That one.
And then that moved us on to Luton, which I think a lot of people weren't expecting us to get anything from.
No.
I wasn't there, but I heard it was an unbelievable performance.
Yeah, it was. We went there with a game plan. We knew they'd be strong, more than deserved our point, and I firmly believe we deserved all 3 points on the day. But no, we were fantastic that day. Worked so hard. Well, lost 2 points to a late undeserved goal, in my opinion.
As a late undeserved goal, but as it's proven at the moment, Luton are in some crazy form. I mean, they're into the 4th round, playing Brighton in the next round of the FA Cup. So
yeah,
I guess good luck to them.
Good luck to them. It's amazing, amazing achievement.
And then that moves us back to another home game where we had Needham Market. I think this was a team that we were very similar to each other.
Yeah.
And I think the amount of shots that we had in that game compared to the amount of goals that we scored just didn't.
No, it was one of those. I think we could have played another 90 minutes that game and not scored.
I think we hit the crossbar 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. So no, that was a frustrating one. Yeah, coming away with no points from a game where you've tested their keeper and their keeper's come away with a player of the match. It's a disappointing one.
So then we took a break from league action and it was time to play in the FA Cup. Oh boy, that was a good game. It didn't quite start our way. We went 1-0 down. I believe we went 1-0. No, we didn't. We went 1-0 up, didn't we? No, we did go 1-0 down.
1-0 down that one, yeah.
1-0 down, and then we equalised it. And
it was the 2 penalties.
It was the 2 controversial penalties, which we won't go into. The only thing I can really remember is sitting on the bench, because I'd given up taking pictures at that point. I was sitting on the bench with everyone, and watching Millsy run with the ball and then just roll it over the keeper into the corner. Yeah.
No, that was a good one. It was a game that we absolutely battered them. I think the ball went into our half 2 or 3 occasions. The ball's gone into our area. El didn't have a save to make other than the penalty, which they scored. We done really well that game. It was just one of those similar to the Needham game, really. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. But fortunately, Millsy came up trumps in the last minute, just as they changed their keeper, actually. Expecting it to go to penalties, and then a long ball. I think Todd put one over the top. Millsy got on the end of it, took it around the keeper, and put it into the net from a tight angle. That was a nice one, that.
And the rest is history, as they say.
Yes, yeah.
So we'd gone from that high to a bit of a low the following week, because we then faced high-flying Bedford. I think that's our heaviest defeat of the season.
Yeah, it was a low, but it wasn't as well, in terms of, I thought, first half, We were so good.
I think at that point we were the only team to score a goal against them.
Very, very good that first half, and then just one little lapse of concentration, and we found ourselves one goal down sort of early in the second half. And have mistakes against top teams, they punish you, and we found that out against them. And they were a very good side. But it was one of those, I think, had we scored the first goal, I think it would have been a different story. But no, when you find yourself behind against them, it's always going to be hard to commit more bodies forward, because they've got the quality that they will exploit any gaps you leave them.
Yeah, so the next one after that, there isn't too much to say about it. We played Wroxham. A great performance from us. It was they were sitting third in the league at that point.
Yeah.
So it was nice to get a result over them.
Yeah.
So, and that's put us a bit further up in the table, but we'll then move on to the unfortunate event of the FA Cup against Nedermarket. I think we'd gone down to an early goal. No, it wasn't an early goal.
No, it's 0-0 at half time.
0-1 at half time. They scored against us earlier into the second half.
Yeah.
And then we got one back. Tally's first game back for us, actually.
Yeah, it was straight from the corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was quite impressive.
Yeah.
And then it went to, unfortunately, penalties. And
yeah, it's a surprising one, really. I thought we'd done well. We had a couple of chances in the first half, which on another day we'd have put 2, maybe 3 of those away. It was a very tight game. I definitely feel probably penalties was the right result, but just whoever won it, it's as I say, it's a lottery. A little bit disappointed with us on the day. We're usually a lot better than that, but yeah, it's penalties, isn't it? We've done so well during the 90 minutes to get ourselves in that position. It just wasn't to be on the day.
I mean, at least we've got a nice chance to go back. First game after Christmas in the league to try and react from that defeat. Let's say.
Definitely.
After that game, that saw us into quite a nice run. With until the weekend, we had 6 games unbeaten.
Yeah.
And I think we'd only conceded 3 goals in that time as well.
No, very good.
So I mean, that's a great run. So that starts off with Barking, and I wouldn't say it's one of the nicest places to go. But at the end of the day, we got the result.
That was a very, very good performance. The weather was horrendous that day. It was just torrential rain. We were fantastic. We came in, knew what we needed to do, done the job, got in the cars, went home. It was one of those, do what we needed to do, get the 3 points, and then we'll make the journey back out of London.
If only football was that easy.
Yes.
Every week. We then took a break for League Cup, faced Kings Lynn once again.
Yep.
10-0 win. That was something just felt different about that though. It was a different manager.
Yeah.
They had a lot more players. They actually had a proper goalkeeper this time.
Yeah,
I was informed.
Believe it or not, it's a 10-0 game, but the goalkeeper was fantastic.
It could have been a lot more if she wasn't in goal.
Yeah, no, she had a very good game.
And then we played them again the following week, back in the league, at their place this time.
It wasn't their place, it was at Swaffham, which was quite an interesting one.
Yeah, I've seen pictures from... I didn't attend that one myself, but I've seen the video and I've seen pictures from the day, and yeah, it was an interesting one. I mean, didn't start the way anybody expected it.
No. I mean, it was... Conditions on the day were... It was wind right down the pitch, and the pitch had a bit of a slope. Well, I say a bit of a slope, it had quite a big slope, goal to goal. So we sort of went against the conditions first half. Yeah, disappointing to concede that first one. Yeah, our sort of quality sort of came through in the end in that one.
After that one, we then moved on to play local rivals, Stevenage. It was another break for a cup. This time it was the County Cup.
Yep.
Going into it, Stevenage weren't in the greatest form.
No.
We were flying. A lot of people would have still seen Stevenage coming out as the winners, being they've won the County Cup for the last 5 years, I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
But it was, I think it's the right time to play Stevenage as well.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it was a game that I was really looking forward to. We knew it'd be a tough one, but we were brilliant. We were so good that day. It's one of those where, that was obviously from last year's final, we owed them a good win. So, no, we put in a good performance and probably could have been more on the day. Nice to knock them out and progress to the semis.
That sets us up nicely. Who have we got in the next one?
Harpenden.
That's in February.
That's in February, yeah.
Okay, so we've got a bit of a break until then.
Yeah.
We'll then go on to the second or the third game of the season. No, it was the second game against St Albans. Played them at their place in the league.
Yeah.
And we come away with a 2-0 win.
Yeah. We scored two in the first 10-15 minutes. I think Emma got 2 in the first 10-15 minutes, nullified any sort of threats that they had, and came away with a 2-0 win, which was a good win.
I think the original plan was to play them again the following week in the League Cup.
Yeah.
The weather of East Anglia decided, they need a bit of a break.
No, I think in between we had Haringey at home.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to have Haringey at home,
and then
which that got rained off.
That got rained
frozen off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we were supposed to have the League Cup against St Albans, and then that got rained off for 2 weeks.
Bumped on a week, yeah.
So then we played them quite recently, and it just happened to be the wrong time to play us.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those, you could tell we hadn't played a game for a few weeks, just a little bit rusty. There's only so much you can do on the training pitch. Just needed games, really, just to keep that momentum going. It was a game, we weren't at our best, but we were still well in the game.
I don't think it helped us though. We were missing a couple of key players.
Yeah, we had a few with illnesses, a few that have had COVID and on that recovery stage. So yeah, it was difficult for us that day.
This is a stat that not a lot of people know. Is the night before Jordan had a fight, a boxing match, and then less than 24 hours later came on the pitch to play game football.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that's the thing. She wasn't even meant to be involved.
No, I heard that was your fault.
So yeah, we weren't meant to be involved. Given the situation, the players with illnesses and things like that, we sort of called upon her for the last stage of the game.
That also leads us into the end of that game. Roper went down with quite a bad head injury. A lot of people that were there might have seen her get up and then just go straight to the floor again.
Yeah.
Have you had any updates on how she is?
So from what I understand is she's been in, she's seen at Watford Hospital, and then that evening she was taken home, and I think it's just a case of sort of monitoring her over the few days sort of after that. But as we speak, that's kind of all I know, and that she seems to be doing all right. So
from a head injury like that, in past experiences, do you think we'll see her in the near future, or is it going to be a bit of a...
So concussion rules are, I think, 2 to 3 weeks that she won't be playing for. So from her point of view, I know she loves playing. She won't want to miss anything. So it's kind of worked in a good way for her because of the Christmas break. So I'd imagine she'll be back in the new year. So yeah,
I want to chuck this out there. We've got the 2 week break now between Christmas and our next game.
Yep.
Do you want to sort of let everyone know what's going on? It's a bit competitive in our group chat at the minute.
Yes, it has. I mean, it started off. Yeah, everyone's jumped on it. I just hope it continues over the next few weeks.
I can't say I'll keep it up.
Yeah, so we put everyone into teams, and we've set sort of a bit of a fitness challenge where kilometres run, cycled, swam, rowed, equal points, and the teams with the most points get exempt from their fines. Team with the least points get a big fine. So yeah, no, they're all jumped on it, and they're all trying to get some scores. Some have jumped on it a bit more than others at the moment, but that'll pick up.
Yeah, we've all been given Harry Potter house names as well, and I'd just like to say Slytherin is currently running away with it. Whether we will be by the next game, I don't know.
I'll blame Millsy for the names.
Yeah, that's all just because I tried to get out of it. Can't believe that. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else that you want to add? Is there milestones and things like that? I mean, Annie hit her 50th appearance for the club, and Charlotte's hit her 100th appearance for the club. No, it's great. I mean, we got a few that are close to some more milestones. To sort of summarise, I think the start of the season was a bit slow, but I think we then picked up and we've been on a fantastic run since. No, it's disappointing obviously to lose that last game away at St Albans, but we've got a lot to look forward to sort of as soon as we get back into it in the new year. So no, very excited. What goal have you got for the rest of the season? Well,
we've obviously got a County Cup semi-final to look forward to. Obviously, we want to progress in that. We've set ourselves a challenge. Can we get into the top 3? Yeah, it's just a case of just taking each game, game by game. Can we pick up 3 points? And then soon you then start picking up runs of 4, 5, 6 games. And that's where we want to be, because it's a very good place at the moment in the changing rooms. Morale's very good. We've obviously got some new faces coming in. Katie's joined us from Stevenage. There may be 1 or 2 more additions over the next few weeks. Have to wait and see on that. But yeah, no, we're in a very good place. Very competitive squad. So, looking forward to the new year.
Lovely. Cheers, Lewis.
Perfect. Thank you.
Let's continue this at the end of the season. Hopefully, we'll have you back again, and hopefully we'll get some players into
that'd be good,
so they can get their revenge on us.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Thank you very much.